envenomator, when a grinding sound of thunder shook my very toes and gaitos, and I felt the earth a-shifting like the belly of a crater. I gripped my rusty pipe gun and I felt my spirit freeze as a howl of screeching metal came a-whistling through the trees. I crept up to the ridgeline with a heavy shaking hand, thinking death had finally come to claim my little patch of land. I peeked above the summit, ready for a fight, squinting through the shimmer of the harsh and yellow light. I expected fire-breathing beasts or raiders on the run, but what I saw beneath me was a different kind of fun. A giant wheel of iron had been rolled back in the dust, revealing a shiny hallway tucked behind the grime and rust. And out they stepped like kittens blinking at the morning glare, with their polished little faces and their perfect parted hair. My terror turned to tickle and my dread began to drain when I saw the number 11 stitched in yellow on the grain. They weren't a band of monsters or a legion of the bold, just some pampered little puppets stepping out into the cold. I lowered down my weapon and I let out a quiet hiss as I realized the wasteland had a brand new toy like this. A smile crept across my face, a twisted, jagged thing, knowing exactly what the coming afternoon would bring. Oh, it's a technicolor circus and the tickets are all free, the best damn entertainment that a lonely man can see. They're as soft as summer velvet and as naive as a child, fresh baked bread are ready for the hungry and the wild. I'm sitting in the front row for the Vault-Tec Matinee, lamenting that the actors are all gonna pass away. They stood around a rotted stump and called a point of order right on the bloody edge of the local warlord's border. They were passing round a clipboard and they took a formal vote, while a death claw in the thicket hit a low and hungry note. They debated tent orientation and the ethics of the site, while the sun was disappearing and bringing on the night. The safety subcommittee had a long and dry report, while their life expectancy was getting remarkably short. One fellow spotted me up high and gave a friendly wave, like a man who's got a mansion and not a shallow grave. He shouted, "Greetings, citizen, is the water safe to drink?" I just spat a stream of tobacco and I gave a little wink. He turned back to his people with a grin of pure success, while a blowfly started aiming for the buttons on his dress. I'd tell him about the radiation or the stingers in the air, but why go ruin the punchline when they're halfway to the snare? They started unpacking crates of approved street foam and books, not a single rifle cleaning kit or sharpened fishing hooks. One girl was painting scenery, a landscape of the mind, while a pack of mangy raiders snuck up quiet from behind. It's the greatest bit of slapstick since the bombs began to fall, watching civilization try to stand before it can crawl. I'm a-leanin on my pitchfork and I'm laughing till I cry at the polished little martyrs who are all about to die. Oh, it's a technicolor circus and the tickets are all free, the best damn entertainment that a lonely man can see. They're as soft as summer velvet and as naive as a child, fresh baked bread are ready for the hungry and the wild. I'm sitting in the front row for the Vault-Tec Matinee, lamenting
quiet, hungry joy. They were checking their condition and they were checking on their stats, while the world was getting ready just to squash them like a rat. It's a temporary theater, it's a fleeting little show, before the blue is swallowed by the evening's orange glow. It's a pity that the curtains have to fall so very fast. But a joke this good and funny, well, it's never meant to last.